Senator Rand Paul, who has just announced a plan with other senators that they say will save Social Security. They're joining us now on Capitol Hill. Peter?
Margaret, thanks very much. I am joined by Senator Paul, the Republican from Kentucky, the freshman Republican, just fresh from a news conference where you have your own plan today dealing with Social Security. And walk us through what you would do to Social Security to try and make it solvent in the future.
Our plan does make it solvent. It's been scored by Social Security, and it makes it solvent over a 75-year period without raising taxes. We do two things. We let the age of Social Security gradually rise to age 70 by the year 2032, and we means test the benefits, but we do not raise taxes, and it erases a Social Security deficit or unfunded liability of over $6 trillion.
You know, of all the problems confronting the nation right now, the fiscal problems, there are a lot of people here in Washington say, listen, Social Security is the one we probably can put to the side for the moment. We need to confront the spending issues. Medicare, Medicaid are more urgent challenges. Why Social Security now? Why are you talking about it?
If we don't fix Social Security now, if we don't enact our plan or something similar, within a year or two, our plan doesn't work. The age will have to go higher, or the means test will have to go lower. Social Security is broken. We fix it. It doesn't do a lot for the early years of the deficit. That's right. It's not going to save a lot of money in the next 5 years. Over 75 years, though, it saves $6 trillion. If we do nothing to entitlements, Medicare and Social Security and the entitlements will occupy the whole budget within about a decade, and interest. There'll be no money left for defense, no money left for roads. It will all be entitlements if we do nothing. So it is broken, needs to be fixed.
I know immediately we're going to have some Democrats here on the Hill, some groups off the Hill say, listen, raising the retirement age, that is exactly the wrong solution. There are other avenues for doing this that wouldn't affect seniors in the way that Senator Paul's plan suggests. What's going to be your response to that?
If they want to raise taxes, if you want to fix Social Security by raising taxes like some of the Democrats want to do, you'd have to raise the FICA tax 30%. Do you think young people are ready to pay a 15% FICA tax, just the employer, and the employee paying another 15%? That would be a job killer for the economy. So I don't think anybody really wants to raise taxes like that. But you can fix it without raising taxes. Most young people, if you talk to young people, they'll tell you, you know what, I know the age is going to have to be greater. We're all living longer. It's the only way to fix it. The young people are ready. In fact, the public is ready for this. They just need some leadership out of Washington.
All right, this is the Paul plan on Social Security. And if
Paul, Graham, and Lee.
I should point that out, Senator Lee, Senator Graham with you as well. We're going to hear from the president in just a little bit on his broader plan, what he says his broader plan for putting America's fiscal house in order. What is your level of expectation that he's going to spell out anything that Rand Paul is going to be able to support?
When we talk about a broad plan from the president, I think we're talking about a non-specific or an unspecified plan. I've seen some of his remarks, and he's going to say, yeah, we should fix Social Security sometime down in the future. And no specifics.
If he embraces the Deficit Commission proposal, would that be a starting point for you and the president to talk about these issues?
It's a non-starter to raise taxes. We're in the middle of a recession, and raising taxes is a bad idea. He says that wealthy people should give up something. In our plan, they do. Means testing for benefits hits the wealthy more than it does those who are not wealthy. So our plan will address that. But government in Washington doesn't spend money wisely, so I don't want them to have more money up here. So raising your taxes is a mistake. It hurts the economy. The private sector needs to have more money, not less money.
Just finally, there's an argument to be made that if you cut too much too quickly, I know you'd like to see a balanced budget within 5 years, that you could threaten the economy in the short term. Why don't you buy that argument?
Because the private sector creates jobs. I want more money in the private sector. So if we cut spending up here, it's more money in the productive sector, the sector of the economy that everybody gets to vote on. In democratic capitalism, every day you get to vote on what products you want to buy. Let's reward those people who make products that people want, but let's don't reward them in Washington because they usually waste your money up here.
All right, Senator Paul, thank you for the time. Appreciate you joining us here on Bloomberg. Senator Rand Paul, his ideas on Social Security and spending. Margaret, we're going to hear the president shortly.
Thank you, Peter. Coming up, want to advertise on Oprah's big finale? It'll cost you.